Hello, everyone. Peacemaker here, Kyle. Responding to Vince Venturella's topic of the week, the fun player. I submitted the suggestion for this week's topic because I was going to a tournament last weekend, and I wanted to know what people thought about what makes a fun player. Uh, this is the list. This is the army I took to the tournament. There was no painting requirement. It was my second tournament ever. The first tournament I ever went to was about 2 years ago. Might have been three, probably two. And it was fun. It was at the tail end of 8th edition, just after End Times was all released, and people were playing 8th. And I figured, well, I might as well go to a tournament, round out my 8th edition hobby. And I had fun. It was hard to. One thing I didn't like about the biggest problem with the tournament was it was like 35 degrees Celsius. I don't know, 32 something. No air conditioning. They had like a couple little fans in there. It wasn't enough, and it was super hot. So it was like that was a real downer on everyone's. It was still fun otherwise. And there I encountered some players that were fun, and the one player who was fun, he just didn't like he tried his best to win, but he just took the game not seriously. Just like it's fun, right? He just had it as fun. Throw the You put your units in there. You try to win. If you don't, it's a game, right? I think that's kind of what makes a fun player. Because in that same tournament, I had another player. He was playing ogres. I'd never faced ogres. I had no idea what the list was about. They were like, I don't know, scouting to the side, and then top of turn one, I was like, oh, I'm gonna lose. I knew I was losing, and I don't know. He was just. I think he was bummed that he wasn't on the top tables anymore. That he was just in the middle tables, and that kind of came across in the game. Like I knew he'd won. Like I figured he knew he had the game in the bag. So I was like, why isn't he lighting it up? And he was just constantly questioning rules, questions and stuff. And I give him the worst. I give him a low sportsman score, like a 2 out of 5. He wasn't bad enough. I'd give him a 1. That's like a really rude player. He was just his vibe was real bad, so that's why I give him a 2. Uh, and anyway, I didn't really go to tournaments mainly because I don't know, it costs money to go to a tournament, and I'm just like, well, I'm not really competitive. But anyway, ninth age rules makes it. This is the real reason I'm going to tournament is before was the rules are always so imbalanced that I was just like, it's hard to make it competitive. Everybody brings a net list, and you just just kind of roll dice, and that's how I felt about tournaments. But I went to this tournament last week, ninth age rules, and I really noticed when the rules are balanced, it makes everyone kind of a little bit easier. Because when you lose, you didn't lose because the rules are stupid. You lost because the other person beat you strategically. That is. Now this probably doesn't go everywhere because you listen to those people who go to Age of Sigmar and they're just having blasts at the tournaments. But their tournaments aren't maybe as competitive. I don't know. I haven't gone, so I can't say. But anyway, at this tournament, everyone was having lots of fun. Everyone had a great time. People were just having fun. They put them like they didn't take the game too seriously. Obviously, you take the rules seriously, and you got to move properly and all that. But yeah, nobody was like I got to win, and that was a good part of it. And yeah, no one was just being. I think that's what it is. The vibe is you can't take it too seriously, and that's what makes a good player, in my opinion. But I was hoping to hear some secrets about some players that are just super social and I don't know, they crack jokes. Maybe they're comedians in their spare times, and that's what makes playing them a lot of fun. When I play a game, I try to get a little serious because I like the strategy part of it. So it's hard to go too in depth with comedy and stuff without sacrificing my game plan. Because then I lose concentration and I just start throwing units here and there. Yeah. And another thing I try to do in games is I try to throw a little bit of the theme in there. Some thematics, some role play in there. Like if you're playing Kin of Vecatwain, you got to be honorable, right? You got to be like, I'm issuing challenges. I'm not going to back away from a fight, right? Stuff like that. And yeah, that's about it. Like say if I'm playing Dark Elves, I'll be like, my witches are going to beat you. Your primary unit's gonna, a little bit of taunting is fun if it's in good taste. Like, your models are a bunch of slaves now, right? Because I wiped you out in combats. And Some people get a good kick out of it. Or if like you beat them badly and like maybe their general ran off the table or something, I like to do you put your general forward and say, hey, my general wants to challenge yours. Let's just roll some dice and see how it plays out. And when I do that, people are really into that. It's just like a little mini challenge at the end of the game. So just for fun. Because everyone tools up their general. Everyone loves doing like, oh, my general's the superest, killiest. Let's see how he does, right? And it's good fun that way. So, that's about it, I guess. I don't do a lot of videos anymore because I don't have a camera and my phone is not the best. So it fills up on data real quick and I got to reset it. So that's why I haven't done videos in a long time. But I figured since I submitted this topic of the week that I should be doing a video response. All right.